feel like we all get to points in our lives where we have an internal feeling where we need to go all in, or else it's just not going to work. Uh, this is usually with like really big major goals in your life, where they can have drastic shifts in the way you live, the way you go about your day. That can make or break certain elements of your life. And going all in can be extremely scary and extremely uncomfortable. And I don't think if you're want to achieve a major goal and you're just thinking you can, you're trying to cruise by it and not do it the way, uh, do it the right way, you truly haven't went all in. Some people think they have went all in, but I think until you say you're going all in, you really haven't. Uh, I believe this really holds so many people back. Um, it's it's sad to see people, this, I can even include myself in this, that sometimes you look back and there's goals you wanted to achieve and you thought in the moment that you achieved something, but really in reality you really didn't. uh, and you really have to look at it from the perspective of someone else that did something similar that is where you're at, and knowing that what they did and what you're doing. And I think we all subconsciously know what we're doing is either right or wrong. I don't think you have to have somebody tell you, but there's so many, especially in today's age with social media and stuff, there's so many great examples online, so many people that genuinely, like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of the videos that are like cringe or whatever, of people just being annoying, but there's so many good examples of like genuine people that actually make videos to help or make videos to inspire or whatever it may be, and they have something that you want to, aspire to be like, uh, and you see the work every day they put in to get to where they want to be, whether it be fitness, finances, whatever. There's so many great tools of people telling you how to do it. Everyone's journey is going to be different. Everyone's journey is going to have different uh, stages, different ways they go about it, but at least you can see what the work looks like. Uh, and then that's going all in. And I think people get so afraid of being tired, being, exhausted. You should, if you're going all in, whatever you do for that day, you should be exhausted when you get home. You should, or even if you're at home doing it, whatever, you should be so tired that you collapse. You may not even make it to your bed at nighttime. You might have to sleep on the carpet because you're so tired. Now that's just me being dramatic, though. I just want to say that to be funny, but honestly, you should be tired. You should be exhausted every day for the most part. Uh, you should not have any energy left at the end of the day. Uh, and that scares a lot of people, because that, when you think about that, then you say, oh, in your mind, you start thinking of the dramatic energy you'd have to put in to feel like that at the end of a day. And it's just true, and it's an inconvenient truth that a lot of people don't understand and don't want to hear. But it's going all in. That's doing whatever. But who knows? That's just something I've been thinking about recently, because let's take my example, what I'm trying to do. I feel like the past 6 years, me and my buddy, we go to the gym, but we don't half-ass it. We just don't go enough, and we think we're doing enough. We convinced ourselves that we're doing enough. We go three times a week at best. Sometimes, maybe the lucky week, we get to go 4, but I'm not one of those people that say you gotta go to the gym every day, but we rush through our workouts. We can tell the reason we do it is because we know we're not doing enough, so we just, it's so stupid to say, but it's so true. We know we're not doing enough, so we just go and we convince ourselves that we are. and then we just half-ass it anyway. So it's embarrassing to say, but I think that's a good thing that you should do when uh, you're being real with yourself, is look at it for what it is and call yourself out, and I think that can restore some power back to your life or whatever it is you're doing. Um, but it's crazy. The people in like, I'd say like in real big things, like when you go all in, is you have so much more to lose. Like, say let's take where the phrase comes from with like gambling and stuff. Like, you have so much more to lose when you're gambling, going all in, than you do in life. Like, life, you're not. I think I drink a coffee real quick. In life, you're not gambling with. I don't know how to word this. You're not gambling with like, your saved money. I'd say more you're gambling with your future. And you have more to gain going all in with your goals than you have to lose, which is crazy, because you think of the thing going all in like, oh my god, if this doesn't happen, I'm gonna lose everything. It's like, what are you gonna lose? Like, what are you gonna lose by going to the gym or working on your business or working on whatever that day, instead of doing whatever stupid thing you're probably gonna do anyways? And that's just, I think that's kind of comforting in a sense. You should always try to be uncomfortable, but I think thinking it that way can help you if you need that, you know, extra comfort factor to guide you through it. But I don't know, that's just a thought I've been having, and I get that sometimes when you're starting a business, you got to use finances or do this or do that to start it, but you might lose out on some money if it doesn't work out. But I think truly, if you have a really good plan and you execute it and go through with it, then it'll work out for you. And I really do mean that. And another uncomfortable thing that people tend to struggle with, including myself, is when you truly go, I think you'll know when you're all in is when you feel a sense of loneliness, or a sense of, you're not being able to do the things you normally do just because you're so involved with your goal or whatever it may be. And it's not a sense of loneliness as in like you have no friends or you have no social life or family or whatever. It's a sense of like it's more self-inflicted loneliness, because what you're doing requires you to be away from people or things that you normally typically do. And that's not a bad thing. And I think people get that confused to like, oh, it's going to be lonely, so be ready because it sucks and this and that's. Like, I think if you're sitting in that moment of loneliness and it's self-inflicted, I really don't like, you're going to acknowledge it, you're lonely and you don't have many people, but also like have that other half of your brain can be like, this is what is required. It's not a bad thing. It's just a phase. It's just a time in my life where I have to be like this, or else it's not going to go. It's not going to work. And I think you can look at that from both the two major things, like I mentioned before, is like fitness or building a business, or with like school or whatever. If you're studying or this or that, it's like you're gonna have to be. That's not saying you can't go work out with someone or go study with people. It's more of like you're not gonna be around the people you do like fun stuff with, or this, that kind of. You get what I'm saying, but which sucks. But I think if you can explain in your mind and rationalize it to why it's like that, not because these people, no one wants to hang out with you or this or that or whatever, I think it makes it a lot easier. And we're human creatures, by design. I think that we want to be around people, and that's the hard part of why achieving these extreme goals. And don't worry if you think your opportunity has passed you by, because it hasn't. There's always another opportunity, another time to start. But I think once you truly decide to go all in, there's like all the stuff I just mentioned comes true. Uh, but it's tough. It really is. But that's pretty much the gist of what I'm speaking on today. I just wanted to come back and make a little bit more of a serious video. Maybe inspire someone. Maybe someone's stuck in limbo of deciding whether they want to commit to their goals or their dreams or whatever. And there's another element that the last thing I'll mention here. The other element of you'll have people it may not even be people you know, that once you start even doing it, you may not even have what you want, but some people see you doing something that they want to do, but they just don't do because they're lazy or insecure, this or that, or too afraid of all the things, the negatives I said, which really, if you can rationalize it in your mind, aren't negatives. They'll just hate you for no reason, which sucks. That's probably the most side that really you can't rationalize. I guess you could say, that's a sign or a indicator that I am, in fact, doing the right thing. It could even be friends, family. Then a lot of time it can be people you don't even know that, say stuff about you or whatever for no reason, just because they're insecure about themselves or just want to troll you or just whatever. But it is what it is. I think that's just part of it. That's just human nature for whatever reason. But yeah, so hopefully this Saturday message, I used to do these on Saturdays all the time. I think for like 2 or 3 months in like June, July, and even August, every Saturday I'd get on with a sort of a classic just talking video. I'm kind of glad I woke up and decided to do that today. It really, really helped. So even with myself, just because I really do want to focus on health and to the gym and all that kind of stuff more than I already have. I'm not saying I don't do it right now. Like, I'd honestly say I probably do it like 50%. Realistically, being real with myself, probably 50% of the time. Which, not where I want to be in regards to that. I'm not an unhealthy person by any means. It's more like, I feel like on other elements of my life, I apply so much more effort, and I want to take that to my fitness and my health and well-being, and just try to see how I think we should all maximize, see what your body's capable of, your mind is, at least once in your life. I think that's, God blessed us with, these bodies and lives and minds. I think it'd be a shame not to see the full capacity or the full extent of it at least once in your life. But anyways, that's besides the point. I'm gonna end it there. Go all in, try it out. I think that getting over the hump, the mental barrier of doing it, is the first hardest thing. But I think once you start, you'll realize that that's what mattered all along. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video at that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this laid back video. More to come. I'd really appreciate it if you made it this far. Kind of a new thing I wanted to start saying is leave comments on what you like to see more. If you like these more videos, I'll do more of these. If you like the building videos or whatever kind of videos, video essay ones, tell me. I really don't care. I like doing all of them. I don't really have a preference, but I like to see what more you guys like to listen to. So with that being said, I'm going to edit that. God bless you guys. Join Discord and join the Minecraft server. So we'll be seeing you.